Welcome back to the Weiss Schwarz Year in Review 2022. We're going to take a look at Rent a Girlfriend today. There was a booster box and there was a trial deck. So if you notice right here, the booster box is the flat version that we had. And this was the very first one that came out in that format. Before that, we had those tall boxes. I know some people really like the tall boxes, some people like the flat boxes. I kind of am indifferent. It could have gone either way for me. I like the flat boxes so that I could easily store them, just because I don't have room to display every booster box out there. But at the same time, other people liked it because they want to display it. And also, there was the whole, there's 18 boxes in a case versus 16, which means your chances at SPs just got a little bit harder. The only nice part was the master case didn't change to three cases, like three cases or carton, whatever you want to call it. It didn't change to that like the JP version has. We are still on two, which is nice depending on the product. But anyways, going back here, this came out on February 11th, 2022. It was nice because it was around Valentine's Day, since this is a romantic kind of comedy show. Worked out. I wonder if they actually do try to time it, which if they do try to time it, they should have really put out Quint's movie set. They should have put that out on May 5th, since that's actually their birthday. And you can see Saikano actually does come out on May 5th. Just pointing that out. Maybe if you looked at the dates, it would have lined up better that way, but maybe they couldn't put it out at that time. So, anyways, going back to Rent a Girlfriend, this one was a really nice set. There were 4 SSPs and there were 4 SPs. The voice actresses in the show were really awesome. You could see we got Chizuru here, we got Sora. We have now. I love her playing in My Team Romantic Comedy Snafu. Hopefully I said that right. We got right here playing as Sumi. Oh man, I really love the different characters she's played over time. And then lastly, we have Aoi playing Mami, Madoka, and Yuki. Geez, nice characters. Even though people hate Mami, I am indifferent to Mami as well. I've explained that multiple times, but moving on anyways. And then you also had this nice playmat as well. So we're going to take a look at the prices here. And there are lots of prices to go over, so I'm just going to show you this real quick. What you're going to see is SSPs. You can see there hasn't been many sales of the Chizuru recently. So I'm going to click in it just to show you what the pricing is going to show up as. It says $1279.04 currently. There are no sales here on TCG Player. If you want the Japanese version, you do have the option of picking that up for $650 on TCG Player. Remember, again, check other places. I think I've seen sales of Chizuru on Facebook. I don't know how long ago, around $1,000. So that's what I'm thinking the price is, and that's what I'm going to be placing it at. You can see also when I go here to the Ruka, I do want to show you this just so you know where these numbers are coming from. $500.99, but you can see the last, there was actually 2 sales on November 11th for $350. That was the last known sale on TCG Player at the very least. So as a little bit of a thing here, I put this $1,000. I used the initials of their names because I was too lazy to actually write it out back in the day when I did this Excel sheet. So right here, you have these prices, and realistically, just thinking about the prices, they all haven't done much. Chizuru is about that same price. If you want to say it's $1,200, feel free. But $1,000 where it currently sitting at. Mami's at $200, which you can see started out at $549 and gradually over time dropped. Ruka, same thing here. If you want to say it's $500 now, then you could say it's gone up a little bit. And then Sumi has dropped down over time too. And the reason, because a lot of people opened this stuff. They really wanted the girls, right? It wasn't strong meta-wise, so you're looking for it for the girls, and that's what we all expected to happen out of this. I don't know if anybody thought they were going to be playing this inside of a tournament. So off to the right here was the yuyutei price that I had back in the day when I was first covering this. And I just want to show, because you're going to see as I progress through these videos, the breakdown of the ratios, like how people use yuyutei and say it's double that price. With with time, you're going to see the amount of, I guess, people opening, the amount of supply going up on the English side, which negates that whole yuyutei ratio. That's what's been happening. That's what I've seen over time. So you can't really just use that anymore. So this was yuyutei back when I first did this video. So roughly about, actually probably about a year ago. And then looking at this one as of today, it's actually neat to see that yuyutei has gone up over time. So this Chizuru is 49,800 yen, going all the way up to 79,800. Anything with a plus sign means it is sold out on yuyutei. So just to show you what I'm saying here, you can see it right here. So you can see this Ruka 24,800 is sold out on yuyutei. The other cards are still available, right? Okay, so Ruka has definitely gone up. I know the deck that people I've seen play with have been the Ruka deck. I mean, you can play any deck, right? But I've seen people play that more often than not. You check out Trainer Dell. I know he was playing that one. And Sumi stayed the same. Mami went up a little bit, and Chizuru is your biggest one. We all knew Chizuru was going to be your big card. Booster Box SP. They look really nice. Here you go. Just swipe that on over. I do like these cards. They're really nice. And I love when characters in a series, like I think quintessential quintuplets, I even think Ninja Turtles, right? Everybody's got a color. So you have Ruka with the blue, you have Sumi with the pink going on here. Yeah, that's pink. It's like red pink, right? And then we got Mami over here with the yellow, and then we got Chizuru with more pink. Okay, well, I mean, you can kind of ignore that. Most of them have like unique colors. I did not think about that until I just looked right there. So Chizuru is your biggest one, of course, sitting at, let's say, $226.98, Mami $78, Ruka $200.99, and then Sumi $109.99. Anything in green has gone up since the last time I looked at it. You can see this right here. That was back on March 13th. It's gone up, but you can see the initial pricing when it came out of the gates. People are looking to buy it for this amount, but it's gradually dropped over time and it's starting to slowly come back. So this is the natural progression. This is why I did the Excel sheets all this time, is to see like when that dip and upward motion would all happen. And we can see this right here. So Ruka again, Chizuru, not totally unexpected based on everything I've seen, playability and just likability of the characters. You really hate Mami. That's what you're gonna get out of all this. yuyutei, interesting enough, if you take a look across the board as of today, you're gonna see them actually all be sold out. Back in the day, Chizuru and it was Mami that were sold out. All of these have gone up in price, and actually, except for Sumi, but being sold out, she should definitely be higher at this point. But surprisingly, they didn't update Sumi. I love Sumi too. So yeah, quiet, shy girl. I like it. I liked her in season 2. If anybody's seen season 2, episode of her was really great when she got the, like full devoted episode. I really liked that a lot. So here you go. And then we got Mami here that nobody likes. I'm good. Anyways, that was a misclick. If you're wondering why that just showed up, all of a sudden I didn't mean to show her, but that's what happens. I was just trying to fill in the gap. So no, I am not going to be editing this at all. Anyways, moving on. Oh, one last SP here. Bring this back to front. How could I forget? We have this trial deck Chizuru. You can see this right here. It shows at $225. On the screen, you're going to see I put this for $260.99. Reason being, I will flip back over here, is because this is double rares. My screen is stuck. Is because my screen is stuck. So I'm going to just show you the SPs here. I've been enjoying my time not trying to do this all professionally, so hopefully you enjoy it too. Anyways, right here you have $225 showing as the listing. Why didn't I use that price? Because it shows as lightly played. If you want a lightly played card, feel free to get it for $225. If not, it is sitting here at $260.99. I used that pricing because you could see in the sales history anyways, $260 was the last sold. That sounds like a pretty fair price to me. Keep in mind again that inside of a trial deck case, one whole case of this stuff, you will get two of these, making this $521.98. If you saw my Bang Dream that I did the other day, you'll know the exercise that I actually went through. Was it worth opening that case to dig out the SPs? If you're lucky, yes. It would have been a really good thing to do at this moment, at this current time, to actually do that, given if you could actually sell the SPs. And if you're lucky, right? So, because, let me go back here. Here we go. Trial decks, 1805. Remember, people actually buy this stuff. So if you had a trial deck case in front of you, if you can open it and pull out the two signatures in a timely fashion, you may be able to take the rest of the trial decks and sell it for a decent price. That is if you're lucky. If not, you will go the route of selling the open versions like that other person is. So on yuyutei, anyways, the SP for this is 24,800 yen. And then that was 1 year ago. And as of this year, 39,800 yen and completely sold out with TCG player. Let's take a look. TCG player, there is 7 listings on here. One being light played. So what is this one down here? Oh, he put a picture down here. So we do actually have 7 cards available for it. There's a bit more of a supply on this side. What actually ended up happening was a ton of people opened these trout decks. They knew Chizuru was a popular character. Because of that, people went ham and bought. I think, what was it back then? I think people opened like 8 of these. Like someone actually had 8 of these SPs, maybe even more of that, for sale in the 400s. I think it got to 350s, and that's when I stopped looking at it because I was saying that it's going to go down because the amount of supply. This thing, even though it's a very nice card, the amount of supply was going to be heavily out there, right? There is guaranteed, not guaranteed drop rate for this card, and that's what ended up happening. It just kept going down. And I know people are saying, no, it's going to be higher, it's going to be higher. And I'm like, no, it's not going to be higher. And eventually, one day, it'll go up like it has on the Japanese side. But the amount of people knowing that all you got to do is buy a trial deck case at this point is pretty high. So that free money, that rarity, that pricing on trial deck SPs is no longer there because just take a look at Dragon Maid. Do you want to any thoughts on that? So if you could actually pull this early on, worth opening. If not, maybe just leave it sealed. Maybe one day when everybody buys up all the TDSPs, they want to go and actually get it, open it for themselves. That case will become valuable if you still have it. If you don't, then I guess doesn't matter. Anyways, going to the double rares. So now knowing that the foils are pretty nice in the Chizuru slot, if you get some Rukas, that's pretty good as well. What do we have here for the double rares? I highlighted everything in green that is roughly or higher than the initial pricing, right? So Shy Girlfriend Sumi, $5 is what it was roughly a year ago. Now it's $4.99. Ruka, $5, $5.24. Everyone's Girlfriend Chizuru, $3.79 to $4.68. So this has gone up. You can see how much was actually open because these dropped super low. We were down there in the under $3 on all the double rares. There was not a double rare over $3. A double rare playset back on March 27th was $82.44. As of today, $128.76 for double rares. You gonna play Rent a Girlfriend if you want to do that. So I have down here the playset pricing and the price with the trial deck. Keep in mind these numbers right here were all of the numbers back in, I guess it would be back in February. So I did not go back and type down all the rares and all the commons and all that stuff. So given that, I'm assuming the price would you probably get a playset with trial deck for about $200 at this point. That's where I would put it. Someone still actually has it out there. You could probably argue for $200. If not, if you want to just round to a nice number, 225 is probably the highest I would ever spend on a trial deck because these numbers right here include the shipping. I included the shipping if you were just to buy, one card. But more than likely, you could buy from multiple sellers, get the shipping for free, which will take you all the way down there to roughly the 200 mark that I was talking about. And if you want to just get the deal over with, 225 is probably what you could offer somebody. Right. Next, we have our super rares. We got the blonde bombshell right here. Wearing the stars and the bars, the bikini. I think that was I guess, the more lewd card of this. I mean, it's not lewd. She's just in a bikini. So that was the most skin you saw from this set, which is trying to think back to the show. And I'm like, there wasn't anything that was overtly like. There was actually a Chizuru in the bikini because there was a bikini episode. I know that. I feel like that's a card somewhere. It's not a super rare. So the big one of this is actually the Mami. You can see that 32.98. Read them and weep. Anybody that hates Mami, there you go. The biggest super rare is Mami for 32.98. Do people actually buy the card? The answer is yes. It is one of those ones where people will buy her. There you go. As of January 2nd, someone bought it for 32.98. December 16th, 32.98. Then we got some in November, two in November. So that is something that is still bought. She is holding the line when it comes to SRs. I didn't mean to click that, but might as well. Might as well. We're talking about that anyways. So the reason why I did this was I wanted to see what happened with the super rares and triple rares because a lot of this product got open originally when I did this to find out like expected value of a booster box. It came out to an average of $10.30. This is only the booster box super rares. The triple rares was $12.76 is what we get. As of today, that comes out to $5.84 for the super rares. So basically almost got halved. I know it's not half totally, but almost got halved in price. So if you're looking for super rares, pretty nice. And these, you can see there's no names on it. I just ranked them in order by price. And this is what we come out to be. I did not put the shipping on there because I was not going to click on 20 SRs to find out their price with shipping. Not going to do that. With the triple rares, same idea here. $4.71. This definitely got halved. It got definitely halved. So triple rares, not so well either. With your TD triple rares, so remember what I said about the actual, you need to be really lucky on your trial deck if you're going to open them. Do not count on the triple rares to save you from the trial deck. A lot of this stuff got opened and not enough people cared about it because you could see the triple rares for the trial deck 441, 378, 295. Was there only 3 of them? Yes, there was only 3 of them. That's what you ended up with. The trial deck SRs, because the amount that were open, we got Chizuru here, 47 cents. I did not click it to see the shipping. And then Ruka, 27 cents. Those are some pretty cheap SRs, pretty much reinforcing the fact that a lot of people open these stuff. Right? They wanted the Chizuru. That's what we were after here. You wanted this girl. You wanted that lady. There she is. Here she is. That is a nice card. I mean, how cool is that? I really like her. Classy lady. Okay. With Rent a Girlfriend, what do I expect from Rent a Girlfriend? It's going to keep doing what it's going to do. I mean, the anime is still going on. Yes, the manga, I believe, is still going on, even though some people got really angry at it. What I mean by that is I actually had this in here. This is all out of order. Here you go. Manga ongoing latest really made a lot of people mad. That was as of last year when I did that. I remember the latest manga that came out, volume came out, and people were just really pissed off about what was going on in there. I could see why. I saw pictures of it. It wasn't something that people that were fans of the show or the anime or the manga were really happy to see. So I'm not gonna go anything further about that. It's just not something. This guy, he's no good. But there you go. That's what we have here. Okay, did I just move? Oh, it did. Yo, I put video in this. I put video in that. Oh, next is Mushoku Tensei, but if you're wondering why it's in here, is because I actually accidentally overwrote my Rent a Girlfriend buy or invest. So what do I expect from Rent a Girlfriend in the future? I don't expect a whole lot. I mean, I think it's going to keep doing what it's going to do. We know over time people will buy this. People are, I mean, as of right now, people are still buying this. Manga's still going. Anime is potentially still, anime is still going. That is for sure. They confirmed season 3 is going to be coming out there. Will we see another set for Weiss Schwarz? I think this did well enough that if that there could be a chance for a season 2, depending on how these booster boxes are going. There's always that reprint potential one day. I wouldn't imagine it unless there's just a strong collector um, following that just wants to have it. At this point, I don't think it's going to happen just because there's a decent amount of it still out there. I know when you take a look at the sealed and you compare it to other games, right? It's not like a whole lot. Look at here, 3 displays, seven listings of individual trial decks, 6 listings of cases. How many people have? 2-1-1-1-2-1, right? That doesn't seem like a whole lot, but Weiss Schwarz is definitely smaller. Unless there is a staple inside of this uh, actual sealed product, I can't imagine people actually demanding some sort of reprint on this stuff. But do I see it continuing to go up? Yes. You want those Chizurus. There are some nice girls in here. There are some voice actresses that are really nice, but at the same time, there was a ton that was actually opened. This will eventually whittle away until nothingness. And if we actually do get a season 2, as we saw what happened with other sets that gets a volume 2, not season 2, but a set 2 come out, people do go back and purchase it because they're like, "Way nice! I'm gonna go buy the first one because I didn't get the first one as I get the second one." That's just how it goes. So that'll get rid of the rest of the product. I feel like they will. I can't imagine why they wouldn't do a second set of Rent a Girlfriend. Unless the hatred was really strong about what happened in the manga. Who knows? But that is everything. If you have any questions, please let me know. Also, I do have a Shoku Tensei coming up, and then Hololive. I'm kind of nervous about the Hololive, just because there's so much going on with it. There's a lot to cover with Hololive. I might save that for one of the last videos that I do. Anyways, that is everything. I'll see you later. Bye. Have a good one.